Bonjour. It's Saturday, so we are doing, I think that's French. That's all I got. Bonjour. Bonjour. Maybelline. If you guys have, like darkness around your eyes, I obviously added that lighter base. And then I'm going to go back in with like a little bit of a darker tone over the top because, I don't know, it just seems to like neutralize it for me. And if you have like blemishes or red tones or freckles or dark spots, even though you almost want to like lighten up around your eye, you also have to make sure that you have enough pigment in there to cover the blemish. It's interesting because when you look at people with neutral skin, they almost look like, you know, they obviously tan better than people with white or red skin tones. So you would like assume that you would be lighter in shade than they are, but you're not. You're actually a little bit darker because even if you don't tan, red is more pigmented than like almost, it's more pigmented than neutral. If you guys are somebody with oily skin, that's when you would want to use like a matte look. Matte has clay like products in it and it could absorb grease or oil. If you're somebody who just has dry skin, you might use something with a little bit more moisture and shine. Hi Hazel, what are you doing? She ate my fucking shoes, you guys. Already. Did I not say that I had to buy another pair because she ate them? What'd she do? Right when I fucking leave, dude. Every time. Every time, dude. Hazel, what did you do to my shoe? Why did you do that? Every pair that I buy. It's not okay. Why are you wagging your tail like, no. No. You stole my sandwich and now you ate my shoe. She thinks that if I go to work, she has to eat the things that I wear, and that this is going to actually stop me from having to go. She even knows like what kind of baseball hats I wear. She eats my hats. She'll eat my bra. She thinks if I go braless, shoeless, hatless, that she's got life figured out for her. Why'd you do this? Frickin' dog. Okay, so now I'm taking my beauty blender. She takes my beauty blenders too. No joke. You know what's interesting? She doesn't actually rip them up. She like plays with it like it's like a baby birdie or something. She's funny with things that she's gonna eat. She doesn't actually eat it. She just like plays with it. She's kind of like an orca. She'll just beat you up and wrestle with you until you're dead. Do you know what happened to my shoe, Hazel? Yeah, you fucking standing there like we're cool. What? You have something that you want to tell me? Oh, you want to kiss me? What? Why did you do that? Why? I don't even understand why you would do that, Hazel. Every time I go on a freaking date, I have to have dog eating shoes. She's like, you're not gonna date. That's the thing. You're not gonna date. You don't need anybody. I can't even imagine what she's gonna be like when if I like move somebody in. She's my bed partner, so oh my gosh, I would actually feel really bad about like not letting her. I hate cover up on the lips. I knew some girls that used to put it on their lips, man. I'm the friend that always tells you, like, if you look stupid, or if I think you at least look stupid. I feel bad, but I've always been the mean friend. I don't even know why, but my friends, they still like me. The only time I, like, lose friends is when they invite me to do girly shit and I don't go. I'm not the friend that goes to your baby shower or shit. I don't really like all that. I even got invited to, like, wear a Halloween costume that matched two other girls. Practically like the Three Stooges or something, you know what I mean? It was very much important that I was there. I didn't feel it. I didn't go. Well, you guys want to know why I didn't go. I didn't go because I had a really terrible boyfriend at the time who was extremely insecure, and every time I went anywhere, he cried like a little... Yeah, I missed a lot of good years of my life, but that's okay. I didn't party for 7 years straight. I just was a good girl. I'm proud of that, actually, because it shows, like, your loyalty, and it shows your abilities too to be able to either be dumb or smart. So now I'm taking my powder, and I'm using my baby brush to come in around the icicles. I just was pressing a little bit because I saw like a couple like fine lines, and I'm just getting older by the minute. It's okay. It's okay. I'm much smarter now than I used to be. There's a pro in every con. Okay, so now we're going to, I'm gonna take you out to dinner, but you are gonna pay. I just made that up. What do you think? I like to make up weird songs. I know you guys have to deal with it on here. I just can't help it. You know what's funny? I'm not going through a breakup and I'm not in love, but I can sing it. I'm really glad that I can actually sing both kinds of videos. Now, like, I just, like, can, like, I've been noticing I've been channeling into, like, love songs. I say if I'm, like, deeply in love and, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. And it's just, like, you know what I am? I'm just finally, like, just fine. You know, I had one thing that I need to take care of. And I got it scheduled to be done, to start being taken care of on Monday, so... You know, if there's anything in your guys' life that honestly, like, if you're feeling anxiety about anything and you're just like, man, I just don't feel good inside, and stressed out, and I'm anxious, and, you know, all these things, just know that that's more than likely a situation inside of you that you haven't solved yet. Anytime we get anxiety or fear or stress, it's an unsolved mystery, you know what I mean? And whether you know what that is or not, we can figure it out, and we can get through it. That's the thing we're gonna do. So, this is it's called like mana, and it is a it's a lip mask. I have got to get that cover up off of my lip. I hate cover up on the lip. It's so ugly. My daughter's so cute. She's been wearing the makeup and doing her hair. She learned how to do her hair like really good a few years ago. I've been teaching her. So I'm not really like somebody that likes to spend time, you know, like I said, playing with girls' hair and dumb shit. Even though I'm a hairstylist, you can go to my work and you can book an appointment. Anyways, I buy her all these cool irons, like $200 irons. Well, I bought them actually for the salon, and I never end up really using them. And I let her have them, and she has been. That's such a cute color. Yeah, she's mastered it. She's so smart. My daughter wants to be a doctor, and she's wanted to be a doctor since she was able to talk, and it just makes me so proud. She's doing medical stuff right now. She started her first year in middle school, and she's doing medical, and it's her second year of Spanish, and she's supposed to have a 4.0 or higher. Well, she can go down to a 3.8 minimum. And she has that. Sometimes, you know, I'd be a little stern, but, you know, that's how my mama raised me, and I turned out real hard working. That's why I push her so much. I tell her, all that people really can rely on at the end of the day is like their work ethic, their values, their morals. And I tell her all the time, you know, how we're all going to end up in situations where we make wrong choices, and that's not the problem. The problem, I just tell her, you know, I want to teach you how to find solutions to these problems, or how to prevent yourself from getting into them, you know, the whole time. I tell that to my crew at work too, you know, and it's not easy sometimes being a leader and having to, you know, do what we got to do. But if you're really a good leader, you absolutely will do what you have to do, because that's your team, and it's what we have to do, like, to make sure that our team's doing the right thing and making the right choices and just on the right track. There's so much importance in finding the courage to be assertive when you need to be. Don't be afraid to be assertive, you guys. Don't be afraid to be quiet too, for those of us that freaking can't stop telling people what's. Oh, okay, let's see. I'm going to use a blush. I never use these blushes. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this one. It's kind of cute. Okay, so I'm gonna dip it a couple times in there, because what I'm actually gonna do, because I'm scared for my life. Usually I do the white one. This one, you guys know I'm a shimmer girl. So I'm gonna mix it today. I'm gonna change it up. Since I'm not trying to re-tap my brush in the blush, I am going to use this equally and just tap, 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 tap. I'm digging it. That's nice. Oh wow. You're looking good, girl. You're looking good. I'm like feeling myself, and I'm feeling myself, and I'm feeling. You're like, no, no, no. This is what my work has to deal with. You know that they say that the best business owners are psychopaths. You know, because they actually have the ability to deal with so much more crap than a normal person. And I like to use my little normal one to make sure it is definitely rubbed in. That other one that you saw me rubbing things in with, it is very dense, and it's just strong, and so it has the ability to move my cover up if I'm not careful with it. So that's how you see the difference in brush size there. So I'm going to take this white shimmer that I just used. I like to use things that I use like on my cheeks, either on my lips or my eyes. Just pops of it, because it's easy to bring the colors together when you have a few in the same place or in different places on the face. Sometimes, like for example, you can definitely use your lipsticks if they're pinkish or reds as blush. I don't personally like to wear like, that's a lie. I do like pinks and reds, I'm gonna lie. But when I wear pink and red, I feel like if I hang out with Mary J, then my eyeshadow matches my freaking eyes. That's the dilemma there. So you guys can see I'm bringing that little lightness in. I love purples and pinks, and since I have like reddish skin tone, I don't really wear dark purple, but I do love me some light purple. But I think today I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna do a freaking medium purple. Oh my gosh. That's it. I'm gonna do it right in the middle area. I definitely wanna middle to outer, you know, is kind of where I keep that darker. I try to keep it out of the interior most of the time because we want to gain a little bit of like lightness there to make it appear like we're more awake and alert for the morning time. Hello. I will go in now with a natural color. By the way, this is just like a $10 thing from Walmart because my daughter gave it to me. And it has like a lot of random colors in it, so I'm giving it a shot. Usually I can't wait. I ordered Ipsy, you guys. So I used to do that all the time. It's really fun. If you guys don't have Ipsy, it's literally like $13 a month, and they send you 5 free pieces of makeup a month. So for 13 bucks, you get 5 name brand pieces of makeup. It actually adds up really quickly. I canceled the subscription because I had plenty, and I've been missing it. I've been noticing I've been running short on makeup. You know, now that I have teen daughters, they like to help me with all things. But they also give me cute stuff. Like I showed you. That blush my daughter gave me. They're so cute. I have the best kids in the world. I'm just so lucky. My son. Do you guys know that my son will be 18 this year? Ooh, damn. It's crazy. He was my firstborn, and I had him in high school. I remember when I was in the hospital with him, right after I had him, literally. The nurse handed him to me, and I remember looking down at him, and his head was on this side, and I just looked down at him, and he had my face, dude. It was crazy. I remember seeing my exact face in this kid, and I was so in love with him, so, you know, just so much, the whole time. So cute. Making me cry. Being a young mom, you know, even though I know it was crazy, it was like, at that time, for me, it was just the best thing that ever happened to me, even though I was very smart and logical, and I obviously didn't make the right decision. I wanted to be a lawyer, and I wasn't exactly on the track I saw myself being on. My sister passed away when I was in high school, and it hurt me a lot. I changed directions for a while and learned a lot, you know, during that time, but that was my big sister, so I went from being the middle child in the house to being the oldest sibling. And I really didn't, you know, our family wasn't very close at the time. It was pretty rough, honestly, trying to figure out how to do everything I needed to do and not have bad nightmares about my sister. And My mom was real sad, of course, and I don't know, I just remember being 13, 14 years old, and on the third day after she passed, I just told myself there's no point in crying about things because she wasn't coming back anymore. I went to school the day after she died, you know, I didn't know what to do. Those are different behaviors you guys gotta watch for, you know, on how you guys cope with things, but me telling myself at 13 or 14 years old that crying was pointless and that there's no point in it because it ain't gonna change anything, you know, is definitely a weakness of mine. And also me going to work and not taking time to grieve whenever I'm in a very serious situation is also another weakness of mine. So put that out there on blast at random right now because some of you guys might be dealing with stuff like that. My sister was beautiful. She was so kind. She wasn't wearing a seatbelt. She got in a car accident, you guys, so just please make sure to buckle up because she'd be here today. So I'm taking some darkness and outlining my outer corner and bringing it up into that crease area. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put that one away because it is Walmart pigment, and just to be sure that I have some lasting guaranteed pigment, I'm going to use a little bit of this one from Sephora. This one's like Seraphine, but something. Seraphine is the line. But I'm pretty much going to use the exact same color as far as that middle crease part goes. Only I'm going to dab it with some like a little bit more expensive pigment because I noticed that with things from your regular store, Walmart, Target, all that, honestly, it looks good for the minute sometimes, especially the eyeshadow, but then throughout the day it's almost like it like slowly lightens up. It's all still there, I guess, at the end, but it's definitely not juicy and it's not bold. So now this one has a poofy one and it has a thin one. I really love this brush. It's freaking amazing. This one is Royal and Lang Nickel, L-A-N-G Nickel, and it is the crease and smudge brush. Has a nice narrow tip right there, and you literally just can easily blend out all of these things together. And that's your final, as far as the color goes, and then I'll show you guys how to clean up the outside. I can do like little baby circles if I can. Just close your eyes and more so feel it. You can feel the art. I'm definitely a feely artist because sometimes having to see sections or do sections or know where exactly what you're working on as far as like your fingers and your eyes can see is like it can confuse the brain a little bit where you can close your eyes. Like some of you guys might be feely artists and you might connect better with just like the feeling of the movement. You can also feel how far you move your hand out, and just pay attention to the feeling of it. That's a kinesthetic learner, which is a hands-on learner, and like most of us do benefit from hands-on learning, but some of us are directly kinesthetic learners. So figuring out your learning styles, you guys, today, you can take a test if you want and say, what is my learning style? And you'll figure out what kind of learning style you have, and then go back and use that to reapply it when you try to learn something new next time. Like, if it might say you're a musical learner, or that you are a hands-on learner, or it might say that you are a visual learner, or somebody who likes audio learning. So there's different ways to learn. If you're somebody who's like, I don't know, I'm just like struggling in school, or I don't seem to be remembering this, or I don't know why, I've been studying all night. Like, some of you might be doing flashcards, for example, and you would be better if you compared it to a physical example. Like, this is some kind of like bike riding. Can you see how this would be like bike riding? And then you'd be like, oh yeah, that is kind of like bike riding. So you might need to like compare it to something more physical as far as an example goes. Some people are actually musical learners, which I found very interestingly hard to allow in my classroom. Some of my students, and my son included, he wants to listen to his headphones while he is studying his stuff. How in the hell are you supposed to understand what you're reading if you have something being told to you in your ear, right? But for him, I crap you not, that whole time when we were on COVID, he went from an F to an A with him and I working together in this living room. And he insisted that he listen to his music while he read his laptop. And at first I was like, no, Skylar, we're not doing that. But I saw that his grades were improving and everything was working out between the efforts that we were both putting in. And I learned that day that, you know what, musical learners actually ain't freaking lying. If they ask to please wear their headphones while they're doing something, let them. Some people actually can't listen to the sound of the real world, and they rely on those headphones to take them away so they can concentrate. Otherwise, it's like they do feel discomfort and out of place. So if you know somebody that honestly is wearing their headphones a lot, you might try to figure out what it is, about that headphone or that music that they're listening to that they're connecting with so much. Is it because they're learning and able to perform better that way, or is it because like they really are struggling with depression and they're isolating? You know what I mean? Different things like that. But I love you. I am actually going to go make a cup of coffee. But I hope you guys liked the tutorial this morning. And I think it turned out really cute. I'm not quite done, but you guys are amazing. And I'll see you soon.